Last week, we tried to build a rover, and it was a massive failure. This week, we are going to try again, and it will probably be maybe a moderate failure? I don't know. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I would like to thank Mr. Darian0369, who says that if you get your Kerbal outside of the capsule or semi-close to the tire, you can actually repair it by right-clicking on the tire, which is really awesome. Did not know that. That could have helped us out a little bit. But we're going to start a new design. And we've got Red Dead 405, who says, use the large struts that you can build two on each side of the bottom, and have a full set of wheels and basically use it like the chassis of a car. So I'm going to try with the remote guidance unit. Just so we're going to give this a shot. We're going to give this suggestion that Red Dead said. So the two large... by struts, I assume he means either the girders or the I-beams. Because struts technically just that. I don't think there's any other thing called a strut in here. Yeah. So... I don't know which one he's talking about. The large one. I mean, he could be talking about these beams, these I-beams, like that. Let's flip it. And then you put two. Although, I mean, you could kind of do that. Like if I did this and then did that again. We could replicate that, please. There we go. Nope. I always get my rotations confused. There we go. So here, we've got some sort of chassis. Let's rotate that. That actually looks kind of cool. I assume it will hold. Now, where are the small ones here? Yeah, I want to use these to sort of clip them together. Can I just clip them in place like this? Apparently. It looks ugly, but... Or, you know what I could do also? I could just use these regular struts. Like so. Just to sort of help keep them together. Put another set right here. Although it doesn't seem to do it over here. That's weird. There we go. And then put wheels on it, right? Where are my wheels? They would be in utility. Now, what wheels do we go with? I guess for our early on, these are the big ones, right? Yeah, those are giant. These are even bigger, no? Yeah, I love these. You could go with these, but they're... I don't know. Want something a little bigger. I like these. They're a little crooked. Might make our build a little weird. Up, up, up. There's one set. Let's get another set. They're a little off balance. This is difficult. This is a lot harder than other things I've attempted in this game, which is bizarre. I wasn't expecting this to be the most difficult thing to figure out. So now we've got a thing with wheels. We can even get a third set, like right here, right? No? You don't want to turn that way, huh? Okay, that's fine. What if we got little ones? Little baby wheels right here. Doesn't want to work. Or it only wants to work on one side. That's bizarre. Okay. Maybe we'll try without. I suspect that it's going to be too heavy in the middle, and that's going to cause problems. But we'll see. This is gonna be super bare bones. Let's get some. Nope. I just saw what I needed. Structural panels. These are the tiny ones. Do we have larger ones? Too big. All right. Well, I guess it's these that we're going with. I could probably go with single symmetry at this point. I always pick the right rotation last. Okay, these are too far apart now. Okay, well that's just excellent. Good job, Rob. Sort of bouncing around there. I should probably turn this off. There we go. Oh, so much easier. Let's put that on there. Let's get some battery power on this thing. Here's a thought. Why does it have to be... Why does it have to even be like solid all the way through? Why can't we have it as a sort of empty frame? So we got 4 battery packs, both for symmetry and for lots and lots of power. Let's get a seat on here. Oh man, doesn't that just give you a sense of scale to see that this is what one Kerbal astronaut is going to look like sitting in it? This is insane. This is so crazy. What are you doing? Okay, we're going for it. We're just going for it. So we've got batteries. Let's get some lights on this guy. Yeah. Now I'll put it over there. We don't want that. So put one here, and let's turn it up like that. And then we'll do the same thing right here. There. So it's got headlights. It's got batteries. It's got wheels. It's got a rover, a seat. What more does it need? I guess the next stage will be how this thing lands and some form of power collection. So let's get the solar panels involved here. Now here's the smart thing to do. I'm going to do the smart thing this time. I usually like things that just stick out, and I like those type of solar panels. But I'm going to go instead with these. I'm going to put a bunch here. Put 2 there. Let's put... They should all be facing upwards, obviously. Put 1 here. And there should be enough room on this side for 1 more. Great. So we got solar panels. That's not a lot. We're going to probably want more. We'll come up with something. Maybe work this into it somehow. These are too large, though. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe these? Let's get some symmetry going. Ooh, yes. Yes. Here we go. Ready? Like that. And then another set. Like that. Okay, so we got solar panels. Now, let's get parachutes. Parachutes are important. So here's where we're going to put them. Let's put them on the side. And then rotate it. Oh, come on. How do I do this? There we go. Every time. Like this. Oh, they look so ugly that way. Let's turn this off and give this a shot. Oh, so much better when you don't have that turned on. So we'll put a set right there. And another set right here. So we have 4, and we're going to add 2 more right here. So we've got 6. We've got 6 parachutes. That should be more than enough, and they're evenly distributed so that this thing should land flat. Now, the final thing I'm going to put for the rover itself is I'm going to add some more struts. Just for the stability. We'll get some cross struts going here. So we have a set here. And we'll have a little cross set. So we've got that. Adding a little bit of, hopefully this thing doesn't fall apart, you know? What else would we need? We have lights, solar panels, batteries, backup solar panels, parachutes. Let's give this a shot. Now we need something that we're going to put this on. So let's put let's get a stack separator. That's what we need. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Great. And we need a nose cone. Nope, that's too tiny. And that is as well. This is it. Yes. Okay. So we've got that. Let me lift this whole thing up. Give us some room. Again, I'm going to be doing a test here on the planet because what's the point of sending this thing all the way over to another planet if it's just going to break when it lands? Let's get some SAS on here. Let's get probably some RCS we're going to want just so we have it. You know, just so we have it. That's probably too much. Do we have any side RCS? Yeah, there we go. We could put 4 of these on. I actually like this so much better without the snap. I feel like I could be so much more precise with it. And then let's actually get some RCS thrusters on here. There we go. Now we need our fuel tanks. So let's go with the large ones. I guess for this test we don't need to have the most efficient setup. So let's do 2 of these. And by 2 I mean 3 of these. And then let's put a giant engine underneath it. Let's back this up. That's a lot. And it's about to get more ridiculous. I'm about to add radial decouplers. Let's just add all of these. Let's do that. And we'll put them here, even though it makes it a little top heavy. And for this, we will be adding SRBs, solid fuel boosters. Are they on straight? Yes, they are. So all this will be going off at once. It's actually a pretty straightforward setup. And let's get some fins on here for balancing. And you know what? Just for looks, just because it'll look cool, let's get these guys set up. I think these will look sweet. Get them set up like right here. And we'll set this up along with this. And then I believe I can now lower this whole ship. And we'll bring it closer to the ground. That way it's not like hanging. There we go. Alright, let's give this a shot. We'll call it Rover Test 2. Save it. And let's launch. I'm sure I'm missing something. We'll figure it out. And when we do... Oh, there's going to be no astronaut on it. Because I don't have anybody there. I'm going to be set up. It's one of the non-manned ones. Probably that's better. Maybe that's better for the astronaut that there's nobody attached to it. Okay. I'm going to hit my SAS with T, throttle up with Shift, and fire. Okay. Wow. Not imbalanced. Oh my goodness. What's going on? RCS. We need RCS. To correct. To correct. You got this. Okay. Oh, wow. It's surprisingly working. It seems to be going in any direction it wants. Okay, I think I'm trying to get it into a direction that's... Oh, no, no, no. That's the bad. This is the worst direction. This is the absolutely worst direction that we could be going in. So let's flip back around so we can start going back up again. Oh, this is bad. Bail out, bail out. Oh. Hey, it kind of worked. There goes the rockets. That wasn't really a good setup. We've lost all of that. But this is actually still going. That's something. I forgot to lock steering and disable the motors. Let's turn the motors off. I don't know if it's a bug that it looks like they're spinning even when they're not. To be on the safe side, I'm turning them off so we don't hit the ground running. And then we'll just set them back up. The descent's good, 3.9 meters a second. This will only be slower on Duna, so that's nice. It's not totally balanced. I'm wondering what's causing that, because, I mean, while I don't have everything put in the right exact spot, it is still... see, this is what I don't understand. It's still symmetrical. Like, there are no parts on one end that aren't on another. So, oh, the lamps. Oh, I gotta put lamps on the back. That's what it is. Can I detach those? No, I can't. So we're just gonna hit this thing nose first. Okay, so note to self, even if this is a good test, we need to put lamps on the back, just so it's balanced. And I guess with the seat, the three things combined just cause it to tilt forward like this. Or we could just parachute over a downhill. Oh, and then we could hit the ground running, and that'd be awesome. Now, my question is, when the nose here hits the ground, do all the parachutes turn off? And if that's the case, will the tail here fall, which will inevitably lead to them breaking? Because that is what I assume is going to be the case. That we're going to see in a second right now. Don't break, don't break. Come on. Nobody's life's at stake, but come on. Just, come on. Okay, so yes. The answer is yes, but this has seemed to be good. We're going to enable a motor. Motor's enabled. Got some electricity, and now let's control this thing. Okay, so it feels stable, like when I'm turning left and right, like it feels like one solid piece. I'm not worried about it ripping itself apart. That's really cool. I think there's something we could do to take advantage of the size of this thing, because there is just like a lot of space there that we could play with. I'm assuming these things are if I open one of these up at this speed, will it just rip apart? My theory is yes, the wind will blow it apart. At least right now when it changes and becomes a sail. Yep, breaks apart. Okay, so note to self, we would need to stop and charge, although, you know, if we line this thing with more of these, like line these beams with these ones, I mean, we're not dropping electricity that quickly. We're doing pretty good. Let's hit the lights. Boom. Got some nice spotlights going on. Here, I'll speed up things. Hope that it becomes a night soon. Interesting how the struts seem to be flapping back and forth back there. So I guess what we do is we would just brake, like I'm about to do now. Brake, brake. Okay, let's end this. So let's go back to the Space Center. Let's make our additions now, and we'll do another quick test flight and see how it looks. We might have a solid rover here that we can start on. Now, I wonder if that weight of the rover that caused it to tilt forward is what caused issues with the lamps, which will cause issues with this launch sort of losing control. All right, so let's set this up. Great. What am I doing? There we go. Great. So now that should balance the weight out a little bit. I'm going to move this to the center. I'm going to move these off to the side so it's just a little more symmetrical. Everything else is balanced, so that should be good. We do have space here for more stuff. I'm not sure what would be worth adding. I mean, we could add this silly science stuff that doesn't really have a use right now. We could have more solar powers, but solar panels. But I don't really feel a strong desire to do that. Why not? We'll do it. So we'll put one there. One here. And then 2 here, just to keep it balanced. All right, let's do another launch. Let's save, let's launch. And then if this works, I guess in the next episode, you know, if you have any more suggestions for what we could do with the rover, we could make some changes, and then we could start building a ship that will take this thing, and along with some astronauts, over to Duna, and then we will send it to Duna. So first things first, this thing's gonna wobble like crazy. Let's disable these motors. I keep forgetting to make this just one action that I could bind to a key. We'll do that for the real mission. Okay. That's all turned off. Let's hit our SAS, throttle up, and off we go. Nope, tilts immediately. Oh my goodness, this thing's gonna crash. RCS, save us RCS. Oh boy. What was that about? It's heavy in some direction. We're gonna have to, let's try one more launch. Here's what I'm gonna do. Vehicle assembly. I don't think this is gonna help, but this is sort of the part of the series where I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I wonder if the fins have anything to do with this, having only 3 in something that's been set up to have 4 of everything. Like maybe it's best to do 4. No. 4. Why is it doing this to me? Why does it hate me? We'll move in really close so we don't mouse over these other pieces. There we go. And then we'll also add more of these RCS. Okay. Let's also lower this a little bit. I don't know if that's gonna help at all, but certainly won't hurt it, I imagine. Okay, let's give this a shot. Yes. Aren't we glad we're not killing any astronauts right now? Probably not. You want bloodshed. You're all sick. Oh man. I'll be excited. This is the first rover that's actually decent. And I forgot to make this an action once again. You know what? Let's just try without it. Okay, so I'm going to hit SAS, throttle up. I'm also going to hit RCS early and go. Oh my gosh, losing control in another direction. Even worse than before. What is that about? Hey, the rover still somewhat survived. At least I know the struts make this thing sturdy. Let's, I gotta figure this out. I mean, I guess this won't be as huge of a problem. We're gonna play with this again. I don't know what it is causing such a crazy imbalance. Oh, wait, there are these things. What am I doing? Okay. So, hold on. I should probably do it one by one. Center of thrust, down there. Sort of makes sense. Because you got thrust here, thrust there. That's the center of thrust. Center of lift, down there. Center of mass, up there. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it has to be closer to the center of mass. What if I were to move this down? Let's only put 4, right? We'll do that. Move that down. Let's detach that. Get rid of this tank. And set this back up. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Abort. Where's the rest of the ship? There we go. Nope, that's not doing it. Where's the... There we go. Okay. So now there's our center of mass, center of lift, center of thrust, all a little bit closer. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. We'll give it a shot. And you know what else? We're going to do the opposite. Let's take this, which controls the whole thing, and we're going to lift it up as high as it goes. And we're going to save and launch. Let's hope. Let's hope. I just hope. I'm thinking maybe because the center of thrust was so low and the center of mass was so high that it was almost like it was top heavy essentially. And so it's sort of like taking a stick and trying to balance it on your hand, where you just have the sort of issues that would come with that. Okay. Cross your fingers. Oh, look at that. Much more steady. See, that is science. We're learning science. Now I just need to figure out what direction we're going in. This is the direction we want to go. We could burn up all our RCS in this because at the end of the day, we're just using it for this test here. Let's see how far over we can get. Because over to those mountains, that'd be nice. Like right over there. Yeah, that'd be cool. Lose those. So a little bit of science there. Maybe I was wrong and it was we fixed it for a completely different reason, but I'm going to say it's because the center of mass was too far away from the center of thrust. That those need to be closer. Again, I want to make distance this way. Up, starting to burn up in the atmosphere. Can we just stay like this? Just so we can keep burning up. Okay, ready? Oh, right. That was not the way I was supposed to do this. Oh, boy. Let's hope they, yeah, flip it over a little bit. This isn't good. Wait a minute. Parachutes. Save the day. There we go. Goodbye, rocket. Now the problem is we're upside down. We need to correct ourselves here. Good thing the string isn't like an actual physics thing where you can tangle yourself up. That would be bad. All right, so now we're testing this on rough terrain, which is going to be interesting. I could speed it up a little bit. All right. So it's a lot easier to control, I'm finding. Like just flattening it out here. Then again, the parachutes haven't expanded yet, and I think when they do is when you're going to see. And we're also going 97 meters a second, which is bad. Bad news. We need to be going less than 10. We'll hit the lights, because why not? Up. Parachutes expand, and it's better than last time, but it's still a little rough. It's a little off. Okay, let's speed things up. It's actually not bad at all. Where's Kerbal? Oh, it's all the way over there. And here we go for our touchdown. This is forward. Boom. Touchdown. Didn't break. This was actually pretty successful. We're going down the mountain. Got some good speed going here. 30, 40. Up. We got to be careful. Got to be careful. But we are making some really good speed. And what's interesting is with the additional panels, we are breaking even right now. I'm throttled up completely. I'm going as fast as we can go, and I'm not losing any energy. So these really can act as backup solar panels. At least while we're in direct sunlight, it looks like. I also... Ooh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We've lost everything. Oh, boy. We went too fast. We flew too close to the sun. All right, well, that was Kerbal Space Program. We have a successful rover design. We just need a more responsible drivers. Now the next step is to build a ship that can take this thing to Duna, where we could explore new worlds. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope maybe you learned a little bit something about the game. Or if not, maybe you're going to teach me something about the game. That'd be really nice. And I hope you have a great week, guys, and make the most of it. And I hope to see you all here next week for the next episode of Kerbal Space Program. Bye, everyone.